Welcome back for part 2, everyone. We're going to finish up the microscope notes, and then we'll have a little bit more background on what the different parts of a microscope are. So in the first video, we stopped after letter G, which was the revolving nose piece. And so the next piece that we're going to be putting on here is letter H, which is the high power objective lens. So, like the name implies, it is the highest power lens for magnifying with the microscope, and it magnifies things 40 times. So we'll write that down for our function for letter H. Next, that brings us to letter I, which is the stage. And the function of the stage is to hold the slide. So we'll fill that in on our note sheet here. Next is letter J, and that is called the diaphragm. Or it looks like it's pronounced diaphragm. And that changes the amount of light that's entering the microscope. And the diaphragm, all it really is it's a metal or plastic disc that's got different size holes in it. And so it rotates under the stage. And if you're using one of the larger holes, it obviously lets in more light. If you're using one of the smaller holes, it's going to let in less light. So it's really a quite simple thing. Next, letter K is the light source. On old-fashioned microscopes, they used mirrors to sort of intensify the light from like a window. Today, though, we've got electricity, and so our microscopes simply use a light bulb. And the function is very simple. It provides light. Next, I added a couple more parts to the diagram. And so letter L is the body tube. And so I added that at the top of the drawing. The function of the body tube is that it separates the eyepiece from the objective lens. And the spacing of that body tube, how long it is, plays a part in getting the two lenses to work together, the ocular lens and the objective lens. And then the last one, we're going to be adding that on the bottom of the sheet. The letter M is the low power objective lens. And it is a little deceiving because the low power objective lens does look like it should be called the medium power objective lens. But the scanning lens, that first smallest one, which is letter C, actually doesn't magnify what you're looking at a great deal. And so they still consider this the low power objective lens. Though it is, I will admit, it is confusing. And for the function of this one, we are just going to write it in on the page. I forgot to add it to the document, so I apologize for that. And that magnifies things 10 times. So there you have it. We have labeled our microscope and we've written down all the functions that go with the different parts. On the gizmo later in the week, you'll have a chance to sort of practice using a microscope. I know it's not the real thing, but it's what we can use for now. And so if you missed any of this, please go back in the videos. Hopefully you were pausing it along the way or writing while I was writing as we filled out the notes sheet. Have a good rest of your day.